Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Refuge from Narcissism, and this refugee video is sponsored by contribution from Judith, and here is her story. Hi, Ollie. My name is Judith. I just wanted to say thank you so much for all you do for this community. You have no idea how thankful I am for you and others' channel for exposing narcissism. Let me start by saying I'm 28 years old from the Dominican Republic, and it's crazy. I never knew what narcissism was. Well, I'm sorry. It's crazy. I never knew what narcissism was. This real deal dealt with turmoil all my life, from my childhood all the way to my teen years as I enter high school and middle school. I had many clues that my mom was cold sometimes, but to the fact that she had many traits, when I find out about narcissism, it was hard to believe and a bigger pill to swallow. I, I feel I was groomed since a toddler to become prey to other predators. I'm from New Jersey, South Jersey to be exact. After I got pregnant with my second child, I went and moved with my daughters to Buffalo. And yes, I'm talking about them Buffalo Bills. They are a wagon. I mean, they are good. Good for them after all that. Jets. And I'm barely watching anymore. I'm peeking in and out, but the league disgusts me. The league disgusts me. Especially after what they just did to Gruden. I mean, but subject for another video. And let's just say she was another female. She was another female covert narcissist. Of course, back then I didn't know anything about narcissism or borderlines. This is all so new to me. As I was pregnant, I went through so much hurt being around these low vibrational people. Now that I think about it, I am so strong and nothing they can do nothing they put me through breaks me. Why must they be so evil all the time? I'm truly nervous as it's Halloween month and Satan's birthday pretty soon. Sometimes being an empath can be so stressful. These demons can see your light. The minute you walk in the room, it's true empaths. These demons know right away that, and that's why they must pick on you, and especially at the workplace. I had to quit so many jobs because of these narcopaths. Ollie and subscribers, I'm sorry for being all over the place with this story. It's so much to put in one email, and I'm trying to literally squeeze it in the best way I can. Let me continue this story as I now introduce my second encounter with a malignant narcissist. Ollie, I noticed these people are very sexual and provocative at all times. I truly believe they are, if not all, but some on the down low, they are bisexual and pedophiles. I truly feel for the other victims. Narcissists will target that have little kids. Yeah, okay. I see where you're going with this. Yeah, well, pedophiles will. They target single females with children. And I don't know why my nose, I woke up with like sneeze. I can't get my nose to stop tingling. But look, we've heard this time and time again. If you're a single mother, you are going to be a target for these pedophiles. They seek you out. Why? Because they know most of these women, unfortunately. And listen, they get vibes and they know which ones they could do it to and which ones they're going to get away with it with and which ones they won't. But they're going after women, usually, who are going to put their own pussies ahead of the needs of their children. They'll put their own dick in, getting dick and attention, and then they'll bury their heads in the sand, okay, with what this guy is doing to their daughters. I truly feel for the other victims. Narcissists will target that, have little kids, and especially girls. These sickos need to be in jail and throw the key away. I cannot stress this enough. Anyway, here's my second story. Let's just say my life took a turn for the worst. February 2018, as I hear the rumor, this is when they get you and try and get that quick tax return benefit and Valentine's Day gift. When I met the covert narcissist, I always felt there was something wrong with him, but of course I ignored the red flags. He purposefully had me come to his visits and his mother. As the same time as me, of course, then I did not know I was being triangulated in a very sneaky, covertly way. I noticed his mom was very jealous of us and felt like a competition. Of course, it's not until after I found out about narcissism and incest and everything started to make sense. To me, super late, but it started to make sense. His mother molested him, and that's why he hates women and he hates me so much. That's what happens a lot of times. Their mother abuses them, but they can't break the chain from the mother, and they're ended up married to the mother. It's called a son husband. His mother molested him, and that's why he hates women. He hated me so much and used to gossiping so much that, of course, he was also closeted gay down low. He spent 17 years in prison. So it's a possibility. See, now here's where you got to stop you here, Judith. You have 2 children, and you are getting involved with a guy who had already spent 17 years in prison. Why? Why? He spent 17 years in prison, so it's a possibility that it's true the discard was super cruel and cold. He literally ghosted me and sent flying monkeys my way to stalk and report back. Covert narcissists are so damn sneaky that by the time they are done with you, no one will believe you and the victim looks like a fool every time. To a guy who's already spent 17 years in prison. Like, you shouldn't have been trifling with him in the first place. Like, I mean, there's red flags in this community, and then there's red flags in this community. And being a single mother with 2 kids, okay, and getting involved with somebody who had spent 17 years in prison. I hate them so much. At the same time, God says, forgive and let God. I just can't wait until they catch karma and burn in hell, all of them. Of course, I let my guard down and I went in blindly, not knowing anything and ignoring my inner gut. This character was in jail at the time of meeting him. I happened to meet him through one of my friends, Lauren. If you got friends who know people are in jail, like the prison system is not for dating. Like, I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. And when you're a single mom with 2 kids, okay, you can't risk. At the beginning, everything was so great and wonderful. Of course, you're not realizing you being love bombed and rocketed and rocked to sleep. Everything was happening so fast. He was so sneaky. I noticed he used to compliment my 5-year-old daughter all the time. The first time him meeting her, he was so excited and it felt like a big kid in a toy store. He had no self-control. He thought I was naive. But little do we know, I was reading his body language. I made the huge mistake of taking my baby with me when I went to one of the visits to see him in jail. Of course, at this time, I'm not sure. Well, of course, at this time, it's when he's grooming me and also my child. The second time meeting him and he was around my baby, he crossed my boundaries and I picked up my child and put her on his lap at the time that it was happening. I didn't think anything of it. As the discard started to happen and his family turning on me, I realized that he was a narcissist and a pedophile. That's why he targeted me and my baby, because he had an agenda from day one and was plotting all along to molest her and just use me for money and attention. I had many bad luck that whole year while in a situation shit with the narcissist. I truly believe these people have to be demon possessed. Well, I sometimes witness the really pitch black eyes and the demonic stare. I will never forget that feeling. The rage and the way he used to be happy at my shortcomings and upset moments, it's pretty sick and cruel. These people truly have to be Satan's very own children. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm dealing with a custody battle with my other narcissistic baby father over my daughter. Well, let me explain something to you, Judith, and I'll put this as blunt as possible. If you are going to date ex-prisoners, okay, if you're going to bring guys like this into your life, okay, admittedly, that's what you're doing. Okay, you are putting your daughters at risk, whether you mean to or not. Whether you mean to or not, okay, you're putting your daughters at risk. Period. There's period. I understand getting sucked in and missing red flags, but when you're talking about prisoners here, the story just keeps getting better and better as I read people's comments and stories. Nobody, and I mean nobody, ever regrets going no contact with the narcissist. It's truly crazy how they all do the same things. Thank God for most high of us who got away and heal. And it's truly sad and heartbreaking experience dealing with these narcopaths and sociopaths. God help us all, as this world is not getting better. Here's my contribution to the channel, and please keep helping empaths and putting the word out of narcissism. Thank you, Ollie, for all you do. Yours truly, Judith. Judith, let me tell you something. I'm glad you got your children away. I'm glad your daughters are safe. But okay, when you start fishing in the shit pool, you're just gonna get shit people. You can't afford to be an empath. You can't afford it with 2 young girls. You can't afford it. I understand about rehabilitation and second chances, but Jesus Christ. Your daughters don't have to be subjected to that. And unfortunately, you did. You subjected your daughters to things that they shouldn't have been subjected to. And look, if you're going to continue to bring ex-criminals as potential dating people, dating partners, potential mates, potential who knows what in the future. Like you're putting your children at risk. There's no other way to put it. You're putting your children at risk when you make decisions like that. There are red flags, and then there are just blaring fucking sirens. And when they're coming from a goddamn prison or a jail, Jesus. You can't just fall back on being an empath. You can't. You got to make better decisions. You owe your children that. You owe your children that. You can't fix these people. You can't. The question you need to ask yourself is, why would you even consider dating somebody who's been in prison for 17 years? Why? Why is that your basis of what all you're worth? You need to work on whoever took your self-esteem. And I know that's your Dominican mother. That's your mother. Charlene's Dominican. She got a Dominican mother. I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what it is. And I'm sure your mother got what she wanted through fucking dick and attention. It's one thing to go for dick and attention. And it's another thing to seek it, okay, from people who have been incarcerated for fucking 17 years. When you have young children. It's not about you. It's got to be about them. If that's the best you can do to them for a father figure, I mean, come on, Judith. Really? You got to make better decisions, okay? Because being an empath is not a get out of jail free card for everything. It's just not. So I hope that helps. Thank you for your contribution and your story, Judith. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like me to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all of this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Refuge from Narcissism.